Happy New Year, everyone. This is the month that most of people put new goals, or they have the classic expression, New Year, New Me. But is it really something that you actually do? I believe that New Year, New Me doesn't actually exist. It's a funny thing because over the years, as you probably notice as well, is like most of the people, they set up goals beginning of the month, and then by the middle of end of the month they're giving up. And that's because most of the people, when they set up these kind of goals, at the beginning they fall in love with the idea of doing something, and then once they started, actually they just realize like how much work you need to put on the background, and then that's how they're giving up. So the first thing you need to ask, especially as an athlete, is like, what do you really want to achieve this year? And to be honest, this is something that you should ask pretty much back in October, not really now, because now we're pretty much like pre-season, which is just like pretty much 2.5 months before the first race of the year. So. And I'm not trying to scare you with that, but yeah, when we set up goals, we should actually do it at the very beginning of the off season, and this is something you sit down and you're doing with your coaches, or by yourself. It's up to you. But let's say that we like you start right now. Now, either if you're an athlete or you're general public and you want to lose weight, or just gain some strength, etc. You need to make sure that your goals are realistic. And they basically meet your needs, and you can fit them within your lifestyle. So the first thing I would basically advise you is ask yourself, like, is it something that I really want to do? And if I want to do it, can I fit it with my lifestyle? Can I fit it with my work commitments, family commitments, etc. And then ask a specialist to help you, obviously, if you struggle, to make sure that you can actually set a proper plan, and just take an action and do it. So today I'm going to show you one of the ways that I follow, which basically is the way that I set goals every time. And that could be a small goal or a big goal, a goal for the next 5 years, or a goal that would be for a month. It doesn't matter how big is the goal or small the goal. You can follow exactly the same protocol. So we're gonna speak about the acronym SIDER. Okay. So SIDER stands for stated positively, you own it, define well, ecology and energy, and resources and route. So the first letter is the S for stated positively, as we said. So always set goals in the positive sense. That is, what do you want rather than what you don't want. Okay. The next one is the Y, which is you own it, which means basically, what can you do to bring this about by your own actions? What can you do to influence the outcome? What do you need to do to achieve this goal? Okay. So next one after that is D for defined in sensory specific terms. Okay. So be precise on your goal. What date do you intend to have this outcome by? That could be, like if it's a championship that you want to become a champion. So that could be at the end of the season. So that could be just by trying to win every race, or by collecting, like the highest points possible, so you can actually make you champion just by playing smart and be high in points by the end of the championship. Put yourself in the situation of having it. So basically visualize it. What do you see, hear, feel when you have it? Make sure that your image of the goal is sensory rich, vivid and compelling. So again, it's visualize it, like how would you feel like you being the start gate, sometimes you feel like, this kind of excitement, your arms getting a bit, sweaty, your heart rate is rising up. you just feel this kind of excitement basically. So that's the way you feel when you speak about your goal. You should feel excited. You should feel like you already own it. You already have it, and that's basically the D. Now regarding the E, which basically stands for ecology and energy, that actually affects on every area of your life. This actually is affecting your wider system, which is your family, your time, your work, your friends, pretty much everything. So this is a risk assessment on how the goal will affect everything. So what will happen when you have it? What won't happen when you have it? Are there any downsides to achieve it? This is the things you have to ask yourself. How would having this outcome affect each area of your life? Who else would be affected by you having this outcome? How would you having this outcome affect the family, the friends, your work environment? And then check, how do you feel about this goal? Do you want it 100%? Does your energy increase when you think about it? Do you feel excited? Do you feel like you really want to do it right now? If not, adjust the goal until you feel enthusiastic about it. And that's the most important. If there's no passion behind of it, you can't do it. And if you do it, it's just not going to happen exactly the way you're going to do it. And then that will basically make you feel more disappointed at the end, and you will give up. And that's not trying me being pessimistic, but that's being pragmatic. If there's no passion about something, it's just a job. It's just boring. Moving on, the R, which is resources and route. Now on this one, what resources do you have that will help you reach your goal? And what additional resources do you need? It's basically asking yourself, like, do I do the right training? So that's one of the resources, for example, like, do I know what I'm doing with my training? Do I need a coach for that? That could be your technical training, so that would be basically a coach for your riding, or a strength and conditioning coach for your fitness side. Money is something very big. Like, do I have the enough money to be able to compete the whole championship and afford a coach as well? Afford any parts that you need for the bike. This is things that you need to definitely consider, which basically is your budget. That's your resources and routes. It's much easier to work out how to get to your goal once you've got there. Put yourself in the position of having achieved the goal. So again, on this one, you need to visualize yourself and having the goal, achieve the goal. What had to be in place immediately before to allow your goal to happen, and what had to be in place before that. So basically, we use reverse engineering, if that makes sense. We visualize the goal. We identifying the feelings that we have when we visualize the goal, and then we start asking the right questions in order to reverse engineer it and get back to the step one, where basically will give us the way to do it. So that's it really. Okay, so to summarize basically what we just said, you have to ask yourself, what do I want to do? What do I want to achieve? Okay, once you know what you want to achieve, then you need to visualize it. And by saying visualizing it again is identifying the feelings, like start trying to feel how would you feel once you achieve the goal. Try feel this excitement of following the process in order to do it, the training, the times on the bike, everything. Then when you're going to be on the podium, once you receive the trophy, all these things will actually help you, because emotions is something that always help to give you the drive to achieve what you want to achieve. Then how am I going to do it, and what do I need to have in place in order to achieve the goals? Okay, again, it's about the resources and the routes, and finally how the goal will affect my wider system, which is basically again your family, your friends, the time, that you need to put in, your work environment, everything. So that's it really. This is one of the ways you can actually set up your goals for this year and from now on actually. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate just to ask me. Either leave some comments below or just text me directly via Instagram or Facebook or wherever you watch the video. And if you like what you learned today, share it with your friends and fellow riders. And yeah, just give us the thumb up. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Happy New Year again, and good luck with the season. Cheers.